right, we're back. Hopefully, you guys are here. Uh, Entertaining first pitch, I guess you call it that. We're going to call it that, whether or not you want to call it that or not. But important week in baseball, especially for KT. This week, KT has Doosan during the week, and then on the weekend, they finish with Samsung, which means it could be a number one versus number two in the league, in the standings for the final series of August. They did release the new schedule as we are officially underway, and the first pitch is in there for a strike at the bottom. So Chano leading things off against So Hyun, who has been absolutely fantastic against Doosan in his career. 129 ERA against Doosan. Just outside. Again, one of the few pitchers who leads with the two seam. I believe he's the only Korean starter that leads with the two seam. Is fouls that off, and it's 1-2. Chano up in the top of the lineup. Doosan, a lot of changes in the lineup. I would be worried about. That's way outside though. 2-2. Chano now in the top of the lineup, and this is since the last time I streamed. The Kim Dae-han is now in the 7 spot instead of leading off. Anjae Suk is in the 3 spot instead of the 5 hole. Just so many changes. He goes down to the ground on the swing and a miss. One away. Chano. Anjae Suk steps in. Puts the ball one inside. 265 on the season. Oops, sorry, 196 ERA. Thought it was a 129 ERA. My bad. That is right for some change, I guess. Anjae Suk is hitting 400 against So Young. Box of cards away to clear out my side table. Over here. Now we've already got a 3-0 count. The 3-0 in the strike on Get Me Over, and it gets over. Or a strike, 3-1. I like Doosan. I don't know why, but there's going to be ball 4. Maybe that's why. I like Doosan just because I don't like the bottom of that KT lineup. Chae-Min Suk is an extremely good young pitcher. So that combination of I just don't like the bottom of KT's lineup. Thank you, Angry. The Park Jun soon. Slow ball. Is it? Jun-soon. Checks over on the runner. Dives back. 3. It is really humid out also. Despite the 6:30 start, is that's fouls away ball 2. It's 1-1. Another foul ball 3 is 1-1. 1-2. Be 3-0 if he quits swinging at everything. Thank you, Louise. Fouls that off. It stays 1-2. 14 pitches now for Sohyung Jim. One-two swing and a miss. There were 0 pitches in the strike zone in that at bat, but it's still 2 away on the strikeout. 0 strikeouts in or 0 balls in the strike zone. Yang EG looks at ball 1 and just catches the bottom of the zone. Go on the way outside. Throw back to the pitcher, rolls away. IEG at 263 on the season, 17 homers, leading all catchers. He does have Hine Saw not too far behind him. They check over on the runner once again. Well, the combination of the last 3 batters have seen 2 actual strikes. That is a foul away, and it's 1-2. Yeah, fouls that one off of his hands. Stays alive. It's 1-2. Thank you, Eddie. Another foul, and we're now at 20 pitches for Sohyung Jim so far. One, two. Breaking ball right down the middle for strikeouts number 3, and out number 3 we go to the bottom of the first. 0. Jamin Suck out on the mound for Doosan. The Water Festival going still in Suwon. Where's Mary Kate? Her favorite cheerleader is with KT, I believe. All right, we're finally ready. Chaewon Jun steps in at 347 on the season against a Jamin Suck. That's a misses inside. 1-0. Popped up, Severino underneath it. Makes the catch. Kim Sang-soo steps in. Sang-soo is outside. What's up, Mitty? The 1-1 is going to be into right field, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder. And there goes the no-hitter. There goes the perfect game. Sang-soo. Sang-soo. This is down. I don't even know who is pitching. Lotte playing LG. Isn't Tolhurst pitching for? No. I think Lotte should win. Good morning, Carolina. They definitely should win, considering who's pitching for Kia. That's a ground ball. The third baseman not able to make the play. Another bad play over there at third base. The last game that we streamed with Doosan, same thing. That's gotta be in it. Even in the KBO, that's gotta be in it. All right, Hilliard steps in now. Just 1 out after the air. That's in there for a strike. KT Wiz. The Wiz game, that's a questionable. That's a kind of a toss-up. Samsung, that's also a toss-up. Really, the only one I would say would be Lotte. Lotte would be the would if I had to pick one game today, Lotte would be it. Right, the 0-2 pitch to Hilliard. He watches it at the bottom of the zone for strikeout number one and out number two. Now just one out away from getting out of this inning after the air. Nice to see a 3-pitch strikeouts. If you look in the description of this video, since you're on YouTube, if you look on the description, there's a link to a place called SOOPlive.com. They have the official international broadcast rights. I actually stream with English commentary on that site also. So you can just follow that link to my international stream where I show you the game. All right, to the 0-1 pitch to Kim Young-soo. That's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-1, 0-2. And the 0-2 right down the bottom of the zone once again. That is another strikeout. He didn't even flinch. We go to the second inning. 0. Didn't even flinch. It should. Because I'm watching it right now. There you go. That's my soup chat, and there you go. Welcome, Mary Kate's. That recommendation that you just heard, that comes from Soup, so it's definitely live. No, I was wondering. That should hopefully fix it. What is going? All right, so we're back. Kim Min-suk leads things off, and that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle. There goes the no-hitter. So Young. All right, stepping in now, Severino. First time I've actually seen him play. He's off the first team for a while. He is wearing that schmedium, the old schmedium uniform. Swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Trying to hit a grand slam with one runner on. You heard that for every run that you get a pack of cards opening up, and he's sitting here trying to hit the grand slams. The 0-1 is slapped foul, and it's quickly 0-2. I see what's weird, Kiwi, is like I always hear it. I don't know that it doesn't happen. So that's way up, and I don't know that you guys don't hear it. So that's a little strange. All right, so the 1-2 pitch.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Thank you, Donna. Is that's down and in, and it's now 2-2 from 0-2 to 2-2. I know you heard that one though, Kiwi, right? Way outside. Runs the count full. First full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So-hyung Jun running into a little bit of a pitch count. Already 28 pitches. Nobody out here in the second inning, and 22 pitches in that first inning. Dripping in sweat. It's like he's in the middle of that. And don't worry. Once again, somebody just watching the game from the batter's box. Another strikeouts looking. Just steps up. Well, never mind. Hits Kim Dae-han. Now you've got runners on first and second. After the old hit by pitch. Yeah. Right, Yu Sung Min, and that's a ground ball back to the pitcher, throws to the shortstop and then to first, and that will help you out all day long on the 1-6-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the second, still 0. Two more on, two more not scoring. The amount of times I sing this song. Gives up a single, a full count, a hit by pitch, and still gets out of it with only 8 pitches. That's ridiculous. Like that defies so much. Because you got at least 6 pitches for a full count. No way. I think yeah, the app is wrong. Okay, there we go. 31 pitches. Still, that's ridiculous. Again, a full count, that's at least 6 pitches. So 1 pitch, Kim Min Sok for a single, 1 pitch for a hit by pitch to Kim Dae-han, and 1 pitch for a GIDP, Yu Sung Min. KT will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. For those of you guys watching, make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's a like over on YouTube. That's an upper recommendation on SOOP. On SOOP, you need to make a. Oh, there's SBS again. Late coming back. I guess that's a ball on the inside. That is a strike. Mary Kate, is that your favorites? One. The foul away. 1 and 2. Fouls it off again. Stays 1 and 2. 14 pitches in that first inning. Red Shamin's up, working around to the air. It should have been inning double play. It catches them looking, and that is 3 straight looking strikeouts for KT. Somebody ever told these guys that you should strike out looking? Young Mean steps in, looks at strike 1. No one. That is not going to be a strikeout. That's a single into left field. He's so surprised that anybody from KT swung the bat. The amount of whatever that guy is on has to be studied. Jun Gyu steps in now. Striker right down the middle. 300 on the season. It's only 40 at that. That's way outside. In Korea, who knows? He's probably just got a direct drip IV of Americano or something. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Fouls that one away. It gets out of play, though. It's 1 and 2. Hume and Kia both out to early 1-0 leads. Your Lotte and your Samsung picks are not looking good as that way up high. Ball 2. Swing. I miss. Wonder what the record for most amount of strikeouts in one game is. Now stepping in, Jode Hyun. Bouncer into the other batter's butt. Well, hitting a backstop. Looks like a strike one on the outside. It's 1-0. Oh, 1-1. Misses way outside at 2-1. Now NC is added around. A 2-1 that catches the bottom. The 2-2. The 2-2 is fouled off on ball 3. 2-2 still. Mitty, your early picks not good. They are all losing. The 2-2 is going to be a line into right field. He's going to come up throwing, but Hog Young Mean is going to hold over at second. Another hits, 2 hits this inning. Runners on first and second. Shaywon June steps in now. Oh, yeah, of course. Shaywon June almost gets hit, but jumps out of the way. It's 1-0. The thread is lifted up. It's awful camera work there. Couldn't see where it was going, but apparently went to the right fielder. That will take us to the third. Still tied at 0. Absolutely awful camera angles there. Amount of runners getting left on base. 9-1-2 coming up for Doosan in the top of the third inning. There will be the extended cooling breaks today. So at the end of the third inning, there's a 4-minute break. At the end of the 5th inning, there's a 6-minute break. And at the end of the 7th inning, there's another 3-minute break. Again, we are on. The game is broadcast on SBS Sports, which means it is actually most likely so many times I'm going to end up coming back late because they are really bad about coming back on time. So I will come back now. One of Kiwi's fave songs. Jump, SOOP, fifth. 0-1. Looks at another one, and it's 0-2. They just not see it in the lights, or the shadows, or the water, or I don't know what it is, but the amount of guys just staring at balls going down the zone. That's a chopper up the middle. That's going to be trouble. The shortstop grabs it, gets rid of it quickly, but he's safe with a head first slide. Those are smart. Oh, we're going to video replay this. If he's out, well, we know why. Easily safe. That was a waste and a half. Oh, he doesn't get his hand down. His hand bounces. Can't see anything there. The angles are just not very good for this replay. From one side, of players blocking it. From the other, you can't see the base runner. From the other, you can't see the fielder. Now the whole thing stopped. Yeah, what are we supposed to see there? I think they are just because it was the call was safe on the field. None of the angles that they have shown us are very good. In the KBO, you do have I think it's 2.5 minutes. The Kim Hyun Soo working on Jung Soo Bin's makeup. Give him a little facial over at first base. And he's out because he head first slid. One away on the head first slide and to the top of the lineup now. I still didn't see any angle, any single angle. They had to put, definitely had to put multiple angles to get anything. Their first strike. 0-2. Slaps it foul. Stays 0-2. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Underhand toss. 2 away. Yeah, today really is. Again, the only one that I would be comfortable with would be Lotte. That misses outside. That's a ground ball back up the middle, and he is going to be on base for the second time today. This time with a hit. Jun Soon looks at a ball into the dirt. Nice block back by the catcher there. Jun Soon. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Yeah, I was streaming that game. Fouls that one off. Yeah, down 7-2, and the guy that hit the home run is the backup catcher. He's actually like the backup. He is a long time backup catcher. He hasn't hit a home run since 2022. But the pitching choices, oh my lord. He threw him 7 fastballs. If you look at his heat map of like what he actually, yes. So like everything says it should have been an easy out. And I would have been talking about Cume's manager and his mess up with pinch or putting a backup catcher back there. The 1-2 is fouled away again. And but the pitcher threw 7 fastballs in the entire time he was pitching. He threw 21 pitches. He only threw 3 off-speed pitches or 3 non-fastballs. The 1-2 misses outside. He threw a forkball and 2 sliders. He threw 7 high fastballs to this guy. He didn't swing at 2 of them. Those were balls up and in. And then his heat map shows he can't hit the inside fastball. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Another swinging strikeout. That's 5. We go to the bottom of the third. Zeros here, zeros there, zeros everywhere. Yeah, so if you look at his heat map, inside fastballs, he does not hit well. Outside fastballs, he does. So they kept pumping him outside fastballs. They threw him 3 outside fastballs in a row that he fouled off until he jacked that one. Or sorry, yeah, that was the 3rd outside fastball they threw him in a row. Then the other thing is the pitcher also routinely throws a slider down and in. If you look at the catcher's heat map, he can't hit a down and in slider either. It was a 2-2 count. I don't know why you're not throwing him the down and in slider or why you're not throwing them the up and in fastball. I talked about it not too long ago in a walkabouts pitch selection. I think I just either just uploaded or I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it just uploaded. If they're late on the fastball on the outside, you move it in and they're going to swing and miss because they're going to be, they can't get around. Lotte down 2-0 to Shirakawa. Suddenly, Shirakawa is the best pitcher in the KBO. He absolutely shut down Hanwha the other day. Went like what? Pee Wee, if you're in here, how many innings did he pitch like fantastically? Kim Soo steps in. Up high though. 1-1. Again, we missed another pitch. Just so you guys know, it's not me. That's lifted up. A center fielder ranges over there and makes the catch. On away. Beasley got roughed up in his last outing too. That was the game that Hume was up 8-0 and they lost 15-10. Don Hyun Min, the Korean gorilla, who looks at a striker right down the middle. One that misses the down. Almost as bad as LG being up 9-0 and then losing 15-12 or whatever. 1-1 pitch. Wow. Well. Guess that's what happens when you give up 13 runs in an inning. So 1-2 pitch. This is the down and away at 2-2. No, it just seems like they suck. I don't want to say they suck. It's just that they don't have the best ability. The 2-2, and he hits him. Yeah, Samsung's starter is not very good. I don't know how much longer he has. He is a temporary replacement for Hirado. Hirado has been pitching down in the second league. Hirado should be back pretty soon. Hilliard to swing and a miss there. Hilliard struck out looking in his first at-bat. Growing out the beard the whole season, it looks like. Oh, 1 swing and a miss. 0-2. Moonhyun Ben with a home run. Sogan Chan with a home run. 0-2 pitch to the dirt. Gets away. He's going to go. And then he's going to almost throw it into center field. That's a wild pitch. Is going to move Anya and Min over to second base. Good jump from Anya and Min as soon as it got into the dirt. Failure to fouls that away. It stays alive.
KT Wiz 샘 흘리거든 승리를 위해 샘 흘리거든 KT Wiz 샘 흘리거든 승리를 위해 샘 흘리거든 화이팅!
The 1-2 fouls it again.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
1-2 is a ground ball right to the first baseman. Thank you, Chris. And that's a wild pitch. It ends up being costly there. That would have been a double play, but instead now you've got a runner over on third base with 2 outs. Yansu steps in. First try, 1-1. June? Do you mean So-hyung June? 1-1 is going to be a single into the gap, and that is going to score a run. The wild pitch ends up costing them, and KT take the early 1-0 lead. I mean, how many does he play? I guess how well he pitches. I mean, usually he's going to throw 6 innings. Long Dong Jin steps in now. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Go 1. I don't know where the 1 came. Maybe. The skied up. That's going to be trouble, but the shortstop is the center fielder is able to track it down, but not before Anya Min comes around on a hit by pitch, wild pitch, ground ball, and a single. We'll take a 4-minute break. Be back in just a few. we're back. It's top of the fourth inning. Leading off is going to be Yangi G. And that is a foul. This is inside as he jumps back. Skies that one up. A center fielder calling everybody off underneath it and on away. Da, 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 da. Da, da. I mean, Suck will step in now. Just misses outside.
두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석 승리를 위해 날려라 승리를 위해 두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석 승리를 위해 날려라 승리를 위해
Is the 1-2 pitch. It sets up on the outside to just above the knees and ground ball through both the shortstop and the third baseman. And he's on base for the second time today.
두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석 승리를 위해 날려라 승리를 위해 두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석 승리를 위해 날려라
That steps in Severino. It's at ball one. Severino struck out looking in his first at bat. The 1-1, a ground ball. First baseman grabs it, throws to short, back to first. And he is safe as the pitcher comes off the mound or off the bag. Well, that'll be a 1-6 putouts as Severino will video replay this. Ooh, it does look like he came off. Can't see if his spike is still on the bag from that spot. The first base umpire had a great look at it. Like I can't see right there if it's touching or if it's hitting dirt. I think they might call him out there. It looked like maybe it was the tip of his toe was still on. And I think they're going to call him out. But I was wrong on the last one because the angles weren't very good. That right there is why you don't stretch before you know where the ball is going. He was stretched forward. Again, he is a pitcher, so give him that. He was stretched forward, but the ball wasn't thrown right at the bag. 50 seconds left on the video replay clock. This is already the second time we've had a video replay. The first one, he was called a safe. They overturned it to be out. He is going to be safe. Brings up a Kim Dae-han. It's now in the zone. Oh, hit by a pitch in his first at bat, so that's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throws over to first. That'll be 3 away. They get a single, but again, over after that. They've now gone 0 for 7 with runners on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0 KT. Yeah, it was tough to see if you can see his foot come off the bag, but you couldn't see quite whether his toe touched back because you see his like if this is the bag, how do I this is the bag. Like you can see his foot on it and then it hits and then it bounces up. So you can't see if because of the angle is behind the bag, you can't actually see if it's his toe that touches the bag that causes it to pop up or if it's his foot hitting or his cleat or something like that hitting. And the first one that was overturned was a difficult because they never showed an angle that showed both things. It was one that had to be put together. Da, da, da. Da, da, All right, so we just got back. Did we miss a pitch? We've missed a pitch every start of every the bottom of the inning. Nope, because Hog Young Min called time. The bat's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hog Young Min, 1-for-1 on the day. That's another strike at the bottom of the zone. A beautiful pitch there. Still in his first at bat. Just misses there. I like it. It wasn't a wasted pitch. It was close to the zone. Yep, pops that one up. The pitcher grabs it, throws it over to first. Pulls him off the bag, and that'll be an E1. Another air. All day to throw. Yoonjun Gyu steps in now. Checks over on the runner. As the 2 errors and now on Doosan. They up high, and they go to bunts because, again, KT's manager is awful. Not holding. We don't play music for sacrifice bunts with a runner on first, as that's going to drop down. Going to take it. He's going to have to go to first. One away on the dumb play. Runner does move up to second base. 1 out now. Lowered your chance of scoring any runs. Congratulations. Up 1 in the bottom of the 4th, and you're bunting. So the guy hitting 300 with a number of 67. That's misses outside. Jo Dae-hyun. 1-for-1 on the day. Singled in his last at bat. His only at bat. Mono misses low. Well, they usually pop it up. That's the thing, because if you watch, they often. But that, Chris, that's a little different. Again, bunting in Little League is perfectly fine. Because there's so many of them make errors. Bunting in professional sports is stupid. 2-0 swing and a miss. Two one in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. But the way that, Nick, what carries over to the KBO is the fact that every single manager in the KBO is still thinks the KBO is built in 1980s players. Just misses low or runs the count full. First full count of the day for KT. Oh, yeah. It crushes that, but it will hook foul. Stays 3-2. Say what again? The fact that every single manager in the KBO still manages like their players are made from 1985. That's a ground ball. Diving, stop by the shortstop, not able to get it. They're going to end up having to hold him up, though. Gets another single, but it doesn't score a run. And now you've got a runner on first with one out for a double play possibility. All right, to Chaewon Jun steps in now. How big is that air? And they scored in the third inning off of a wild pitch that allowed the runner to move to second. Otherwise, the next pitch very well could have been a ending inning double play. An air to start this inning. Not a ton of speed over at third base. Zero speed at first. Chaewon Jun steps in at 345 on the season, 0 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss there. Just misses low, 1-1. A ground ball. The first baseman grabs it. He's going to come home and he gets him. What a great play by Severino. What a fantastic play by Severino to get him at home. He was headed towards the shorts and threw back across his body, gets him at home. And a 2 away now with runners on first and second. What a fantastic play. That's misses up high, 1-0. Probably could have gotten 2. Fouled it away. Waits on that one, lifts it up right to the right fielder, though. That'll end the inning. They leave 2 more on. Bunt got 0 runs. We go to the 5th. 1-0 KT. Yeah, they did do that. It's 74 pitches now. Eight to nine one hitters coming up for Doosan in the top of the fifth inning. Yeah. That off. 1 and 2. 62 pitches now for So Hyung Jun at 22, 9, 16, and 12. Singing 0 for 2 or 0 for 1. It just has gotten 2 outs. That's going to be a ground ball. 4-3 putouts. 2 at bats, 3 outs. Number 9 hitter coming up, Jung Soo Bin. Let's see if he tries to beat it out with a head first slide again. Jung Soo Bin 0 for 1. Should have had an infield single. He tried his head first slide. It just skies that one up. We're going, tie game. Making up for that head first slide with a solo shot. We've got the KBO Plus cards, ladies and gentlemen. This sounds like a good pack right here. Remember, any home run, every run that comes around on them is worth a pack. Walk-offs or double. Tie game now. What do we got? All right, Gusung Min, reliever for Lotte. We've got one of the best stances in the game, Guanidong. And we've got a hollow card, or a stat card. Sorry, a stat card of Janghyun Shik. Check swing. Did he go around? Check over at first. He says he did. It's 0-2. Misses outside. 1-2. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Into the dirt. It bounces away, and now it's 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch. Fouls it away again. Now they're getting that So Young June pitch count up. He's at 69 pitches now. Ground ball, shortstop will grab it. Has plenty of time. $110 is slowly leaking over the wall. Bounces back into the field of play, too. What happened, Kiwi? It brings up Anjay Suck. Ball is 1 for 1 on the day. Walked in a single. On a swing, or 0-1 a swing, and now it's 1. One and 2. That's lifted up. A left fielder underneath it makes the catch. And 3 away, but Jung-Soo Bin with a solo shot to tie the game. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Single. LG bases loaded. Lotte scored 2, tied up at 2. Anwar 1-1. NC's up 2-0 on LG, but the bases loaded, 2 outs. Moon Jung Bin steps in. I wonder if he'll strike out again. Moon Jung Bin 0 for 1. Doesn't have any strikeouts yet today, so I'm surprised. Kiyomi is still up at 2-1 against Samsung. The old Muge, huh? Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's too many hits for Doosan here, apparently. You loving you some water dogs. All right, Anya and Min will lead things off for KT. Great play by the third baseman this time. Throws him out over at first. No error from Anjay Suck this time. Brings up Hilliard. The old water dogs and water meat. Hilliard just steps in now. 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out looking in his first at bat. And ground out to the first baseman. Their first strike, and it's 0-1. This is low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1-1 game. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Picks it up, steps on the bag himself again. 2 away. Brings up Kim Yun Soo. He's responsible for the 1 RBI on KT's side. See, like I said, easy picking. Lotte was the lock of the day. How many are you expecting from him? Thrown to 78 pitches, I think. And gets another single. And you get a chance to play his music. That was not a good start for you then. Well, he's got 5 though. You've already lost. That's a misses inside. Want to know. KT Genenta. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. Guangdong Genenta. T Guangdong Genenta. 1-1 pitch now. This is inside at 2-1. Catches the inside bottom corner. Absolutely beautiful pitch. And he started the game with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Another in the second, and then another in the third. So you lost that on the 3rd inning. It's a ground ball right to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws across. That'll be a 3 away. We'll go to the break. Be back in 6 minutes. we're back for the first pitch. Pak Jun Soo. Swing and a strike. Two pitch sets up on the inside, fouls it away. Nice to see him not throwing an 0-2 to the right hander out into the other batter's box. Yeah, I mean, again, I talked about it at the very beginning. There was 8 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. 0-2 swing and a miss. And that's another one, number 6 on the day for So Hyung Jun. Good to see I was correct about that Moon Jung Bin at bat with the bases loaded for Lotte. A swing and a miss. Yang Yi. The amount of times I saw him swing and miss in my most recent streams is unbelievable. Pretty sure he had a golden sombrero the other day. The 1-0 is lifted, going. Goodbye, baseball. Just like that, Doosan takes the lead. That's a solo shot as another pack of old greenies. Not the greenies of the past, but the greenies of just released a few days ago. Yes, he's getting full. Oh, look at there, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. We have pulled the Yang E.G. card on the Yang E.G. home run. We have accomplished it once again. Pulling the Yang E.G. card on the Yang E.G. home run. My favorite thing in the streaming business. Also, Woo Gong Hoon and Lee Hyung Jong. The
두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석 승리를 위해 날려라 승리를 위해 두산의 김민석 힘차게 치고 달려라 두산의 김민석
That's a ground ball. Slow. Second baseman, underhand toss to the first baseman. Just gets it. There goes the broadcast. Fantastic. But the 4-3 ground out. 2 away now. Severino fouls that off. 0-1. Severino 0 for 2, but did have that fantastic play at first. Oh, 1 pitch. KT has a very wide angle with their camera. Most stadiums, it's kind of just over the pitcher's right shoulder, but at KT, like it is really wide. Like if you're looking behind home plate, the people that are on the third base side, they don't even show up on camera. The 2-1 pitch now to Sabarino. Catches the outside, evens it out at 2-2. Two is into the dirt, so runs the count full. Second full count of the day for Severino. The second full count of the day for Doosan. 89 pitches now for So-Hyung Jun. Trying to get out of this to get his quality starts, even though he is in line for the loss. That is not going to do it, is he's going to walk him. La 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 la. La 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 la. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Kim Dae-yeon. They got to. I didn't see what it was. I was too busy with the pack of cards. That misses outside. So 1-1, a swing and a miss, 1-2. Because they had flowers. The coach had flowers for him. Oh, it hit the camera box. The cameraman, a little film fun. A slow roller out to the catcher. Throw to first in time. That'll end the inning, but another solo shot from Doosan puts them up 2-1. Go to the bottom of the sixth. Yang Yi-ji. 0, 1, 2, 3 innings. 4. So-Hyung Jun. Yeah, Mitty. Still early, but Doosan's bullpen is not awful. I just in a stadium, so KT, Hanwha, SSG, and Daegu. When guys pitch in those stadiums, I really prefer pitchers that throw a lot of pitches down in the zone. So elsewhere around the league, 1-1 Hanwha and SSG still. They're top of the sixth inning. And Lotte 5-2 against Kia. NC still up a 2-0, top of the sixth there against LG. And then Kium still up 2-1. They're in the bottom of the sixth there. Kim Suk still out there on the mound. They'll face Hog Young Min. Hog Young Min 1 for 2 on the day. Reached on a single and then an error, but was thrown out at home. That is the lifted, but it will slice into the netting above the bullpen. KT's bullpen starts to get to work. The 0-2 is foul. Nope, sorry, just outside. Is looking at a play over on my right on a different game. The 1-2 pitch, up and in. It's 2-2. Two was swing and a miss. Waited on it, but then he was late on it, and that's strikeout number 5 for Chae-Min Suk, out number 1. Brings up Yoo-Jun Kyu. Up high, ball 1.
날려버려 KT 유중규 안타 날려버려 KT 유중규 홈런 날려버려 KT 승리를 위해.
So that is lifted up. Left fielder going back underneath it, though. Makes the catch. Way. Joe Dae-hyun steps in now. 2 for 2. What? Guys, 2 for 2. And now you're going to pinch hit. I don't get this. I don't know. I don't know if he has music or not. No, he does not. That's his in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Good thing he's in there to not do anything. I really don't understand this. Why are you taking out your catcher? That's a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws across, and quickly a 6-3 ground outs ends the inning. I just don't get it. We go to the 7th. 2-1. Take out the guy that has 2 hits on the day. I understand maybe you're going to the bullpen and he only catches for that specific pitcher, but why are you taking out the guy that is 2 for 2 on the day for a cold pinch hitter in the 6th inning? Dude's hitting 211 on the season. hitting 125 against lefties versus the guy who's hitting at 212. So the same batting average, but he's 2 for 2 on the day. And he hits 250 against lefties. Sorry, against righties. So Ijung Bomb pinch hits. He hits 300 against righties, but only has 10 at bats. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. You're trading a 211 hitter for a 212 hitter for a 211 hitter, and you're going through your bullpen in a close game. We will be into the bullpens for the rest of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up, because things are about to get fun. Hansung take back behind the plate now. Zhu Guan steps in. Zhou Su Heng. Zhou Su Heng will pinch hit. So apparently everybody just gets to play today. The 1-0 pitch to Zhou Su Heng. Just catches the piece on the inside, 1-1. One pitch. This is outside at 2-1. Last week hit 533. So of course he didn't start today. Trying to look for logic. Can't find it. Fouled away. The 2-2 pitch is set up on the outside. This is giving chase is the catcher who catches it, trips over the third baseman, and then into the side. On away. All right, to Jung Soo Bin steps up. The solo shot in his last at bats. A big breaking ball that doesn't break, so all one. One pitch, the 1-0 pitch. Now it's the 1-1. A 1-1 pitch now. Way up and out of the zone. A 2-1. That is going to be a single into center field, and he is on base for what could be the third time, but just second. Good. Back to the top of the lineup, a Pak Chan-o. 0 for 3 on the day. That is going to be into the gap, though. That's going to drop down. Doosan Bears has wheels. He's going to go first to third. And back-to-back singles has got the pressure on. Chuguan running into some issues here, ladies and gentlemen. Right on, Jay Suck steps up, a 1 for 2 on the day. Walked in his first at bat, a single in his second, and then flew out to left in his last. 267 on this season. Plenty of speed on the base pass, lots of speed over at third base. Have to watch out for a little league double steal possibility. That's a ground ball. First baseman grabs it. He's going to come home. Safe. I'm going to wait to put that up because I'm sure they're going to video replay it. Jumping stop, very similar to the play that Severino made. A great throw by Kim Hyun-soo right there. Right there. I'd actually like to see that tag again because I think it's what I talk about a lot. Hopefully they're going to video replay this. So one thing that's a KBO players really like to do is they like to reach the ball. So it looks like it's just going to be a pitching change. We're not going to be able to see that again. I would like to see that replay again because what often happens, it is so often. Shortstop, second baseman, when they're getting throws from the catcher, is they reach and then bring the ball back instead of traveling with the ball or waiting to accept the ball, which is slower than actually receiving the ball or receiving it and going. They reach for it, grab it, kind of like a first baseman would reach out to try to grab the ball. And the throw was right on the money. So I'd like to see if he was receiving it or if he caught it and then went. Because it is a very, very, very common thing for the KBO players to do that. It's just another part of the poor fundamentals of the KBO players. We'll have another pitching change here. Park Jun soon will greet him. Again, runners now on first and second with still just 1 out. We're gonna hopefully they're gonna give us a okay. See what he was doing? He was waiting for it instead of catching and going with it. It's not an easy thing to do, but as a professional athlete, you should be able to do that. That's one of the things I was taught as a shortstop is that's popped up, but will get out of play. It's almost as bad as these fans in the outfield. They're like, or catching the ball, they're like, oh, blah, blah, and then they jump out of the way at the last second. But Isang Dong out on the mound now for KT. So often happens. .717 ERA, 26 games, 8 holds, 1 loss, 21 points, 1 inning. So 1 outside, 1-1. Jun Soo, strikeout in the first, strikeout in the third, strikeout in the sixth. Led off last inning with a strikeout for Yang Yiji, hit the go-ahead homer. The ground ball up the middle, shortstop underhand toss to the second baseman to first in time. 6-4-3 will put it away, but a couple singles and a fielder's choice puts Doosan up by 2. We go to the 8th. 3-1. The Kinte Kiana comes out now. Those of you guys that watch my streams, Shaewon Jun will greet him. Yu Chan at the second base. Josu Hang out in left. Fouls that away and it's 0-2. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Way up high. 1-2. 1-2, swing and a miss. Hyuk pinch hitting here. Swing. I miss there. I don't have Kim Min Hyuk because his stuff is copyrighted. This is up high at 2-1. Trying to get all this stuff. There's so many changes in the last inning or two. That trying to get everything updated. Time is gone. Got her fixed and situated. It's a 1 out there. All right. Now I think I'm ready. Sort of. 2-1, a ground ball. Shortstop will scoop it up, throws over, and away. Let's see. Go down. All right, Anya and Min steps in now. 0 for 2 on the day. A reach on an air, and then a hit by pitch, but scored a run, and then a 5-3 grounder. It's in there for a strike on the outside. 0-1. The 1-1 pitch to the Gorilla. Swing and a miss at the ball in the other zone. 1-2. Check swing, but fouls it way off. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Absolutely beautiful, filthy pitch. We go to the 8th inning. 3-1 Doosan. Back to back 1, 2, 3 innings. Four, 5, 6 coming up now. We have some changes. So we're going to have a change also. Obviously, Kim Min-hyuk is not a second baseman. Elsewhere around the league, SSG has taken a 2-1 lead. As they've got to runners on first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the sixth inning, trying to add more. Kia has slowly crawled back. They scored 2 in the bottom of the sixth. It's now a 5-4 game. At top of the seventh, though, for Lotte, they've got runners on first and second with just one up. Nasun Yup up to bat. NC still up 2-0. They're in the top of the seventh with a runner on first and 2 outs. Then Kium has added another run in the bottom of the seventh. They're now up 3-1. The Samsung has only managed 3 hits against Alcantara. Alcantara, 6 innings, 3 hits, did give up a home run, but 8 strikeouts. Things aren't looking good for you, Mitty. Things aren't looking good for you, man. We'll see if they stick with Isang Dong. I have to imagine they will, since he only threw 2 pitches. Brandon, what bets did you make today? Carolina, what did you make? I don't even know if you guys are. Lechen, did you take Doosan like I told you? Yeah, you're done. Nope, there's always tomorrow. Oh, that's good. Just watching for the bunts, right? I think if I lived in the States and I gambled, I'd put like $1. Well done, Lechen. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. Is it Chen? Is it Lee Chen or Le Chen? Long eye, short eye. Oh, see, I wouldn't have taken Kia. Again, Lotte was my lock. Lotte was my lock with Shirakawa out on the mound. Young EG 1 for 3, but a go-ahead home run in his last at-bat. Fouls it away. Ah, yeah. If the oh, so Kia has to win and the score has to be over 5. The 1-2 way up high at 2-2. Is that what that means? Yeah, I don't really know gambling lingo. Apparently, I don't know English either. Been in Korea too long. The 2-2 fouls that into his catcher's gear, I guess. Yeah, Mitty, so many people have asked me for picks. I don't gamble. I don't want to be responsible. Oh, you just need Kia to score more than 4? Well, they scored 4. So you just need him to score 1 more. That's a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, throws. And now they're sitting at they're sitting at 4. You have to wonder, it's like how do how do these lines get made so beautifully? Oh, well, luckily for you, a Asian quota pitcher is on the mound. Give me Sucker looks at strike one. But I also said Doosan, Mitty. Okay. I thought it was Jackie Chan. It's Jackie Chan, Chan. The 1-1 is turned on and it's rocketed out, but foul. 1-2. Oh, I know. Is it Jackie Chan or Jackie Chan? Again, I'm American, so if it's not a Korean name, I can't read it. The 1-2 pitch now runs in, and it's a 2-2. It is Jackie Chan, but we say Jackie Chan. So Lee Chan. Oh, as that is the sky to center fielder going back in front of the warning track, makes the catch. Yeah, so, okay. So, Lee Chin. All right, so we're gonna solve this the only way I know how. Numbers. So number 1, Lee Chin. Number 2, Lee Chan. Lee Chin. Lee Chin, number 1. Lee Chan, number 2. Number 1, Lee Chin. All right. The 0-1 is fouled off. Number 2, Lee Chan. Chan. All right, Lee Chan. Got it. All right. Can Sabarino get himself a hit today to go with his defense? The 0-2 misses way outside, 1-2. All right. We've got it. Lee Chan needs Kia to score a run. The 1-2. This is low, 2-2. Sabarino, the only Doosan player that has actually seen full counts. And now he's going to see another one. Doosan has 3 full counts. They have all been Sabarino. Once again, the 3-2 sets up right down the middle. Swing and a miss. And for the first time today, Doosan goes 1, 2, 3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 game. Da, 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 da. Ooh, Samsung has tied it up at 3, scoring 2 in the top of the 8th inning. Ball still out there. Crazy. No, it's just a bad setup. This has an update. I was surprised that he was out there in the 8th inning. So SSG now up 4-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs, already up to bat. That game and Hanwha's season about over simultaneously. Doosan obviously up 3-1 here. NC still hanging on to that 2-0 lead. LG's got a runner on first with Moonbo Gyung on first, I guess. Yes, the single. Next batter up, so they have a runner on first, nobody out. Lote's up a 5-4, but he has got a runner on first with nobody out, and Kim Ho Young up to bat. 6-1. Uh-oh. Here you go. Those of you guys that took KT, here's your chance. Takata out on the mound. Or Takata, sorry. Takata out on the mound. Failure to check swing, but a foul.
KT Wiz 샘 흘리어드 승리를 위해 샘 흘리어드.
0-1 pitch. This is inside. 1-1. This skied up, a left fielder underneath it though. No, 1 away. Oh Yoon Suk is at the second base and not Kim Hyuk. Kim Yun Soo skies that one. Quickly at 2 away. Wang Dong Jin steps in now. Fouled away.
KT
Wang Dong
권동진
Jin.
안타. KT 권동진 안타. 안타를 날려라 KT.
We were planning, but we couldn't get. Oh, this weekend? No, not this weekend. Next weekend, we'll do a double. We'll do LG and then Hume on Sunday. And then the 16th, we will go back down to Changwon for the NC game, as that is a fouled away, stays alive. And then on the 3rd, we will make our final pit stop for the Kium versus Hanwha game. So the tour is all planned out, so we'll have to get tickets this weekend. So the 0-2 slapped to the third baseman on the run, throws in time, and another 1-2-3 inning. Last 10 have been retired for KT. We go to the 9th. Yeah, it's supposed to rain, I believe. Oh yeah, we're going north next. We would be going north. We did all of the south ones already, except for the one that was canceled, the NC game that was canceled. So right to Jun Ju out on the mound. Takata, I think it might be the first time I've seen it pitch, maybe first or second. Kim Dae-han will look at the first pitch in there for a strike. Jun Ju, 4.26 ERA, 52 games on the season, 38 innings, 37 strikeouts. So the 0-1 is the ground ball past the diving, but foul. Check the video replay. Did it go over the corner of the bag? Again, with these camera angles, it's pretty. Pano Gogo, follow me, doll. Reset for the old 0-2. Fouls it off, but stays alive. Dae-han 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in the first at bat. 1 free ground out and a 2 free ground out. Pitch into the dirt. 1 and 2. One, two, and another pitch way inside at 2 and 2. I think I don't know how they don't. The ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over. Like again, he was playing well here, but they wanted a first baseman. To hang steps in. Fouled out to the catcher in his first at bat. Looks at ball one in the dirt there, or 1-0. Joe. 1-0. Just catches a piece of his own. 1-1. Lotte is the only team that's. Oh no, Lotte and Kia both kept all of their foreigners the whole season, but both of them replaced their Asian quota. The bounce into the dirt at 2-2. Joe, 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 and another 2-2. Another foul. The 2-2, way up high, runs the count full. Finally, somebody other than Severino with a full count. Swing. Gets a piece of it, but into the mitt. Out to number 2. Their first strike, the Jung-Soo Lee. Another beautiful pitch at the bottom of the zone. Zone 2. And the 0-2. Fouls it off. Go-to pitch. Misses up high. 1-2. The fouled away. Ba, 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 ba. Is a foul away. Hey John, Soop, Soopin, Soopin, Doosan Bears. That's a grounder back to the pitcher, underhand toss, and that's another 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The KT down 2. 3 outs to go. They're going to have 7, 8, 9 hitters trying to do it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The amount of times I have sung this song. All right, to bottom of the ninth, the Hog Young Mean. He'll come up to bat. He's got to get to something going. They're going to have their closer out on the mound. Young Ha. That's up and in. Want to know. Never a strike. 1-1. That's a ground ball back up the middle. Young Mean on base for the 3rd time today. They get a pinch runner, I imagine, or a pinch hitter also. Yep, here's our pinch hitter, Jang Sung.
KT의 장성우 KT의 장성우 KT의 장성우 승리를 위하여 KT의 장성우 KT의 장성우
Outside, 1-1. Yoon Jun Ho back behind the plates for Doosan. Dong Sung Ho at first. Another pitch outside. Just catches the outside at 2-2.
KT의 장성우 KT의 장성우 KT의 장성우
The 2-2 pitch.
승리를 위하여
Lifts that one. Center fielder under it, though. On away. And I imagine they'll have another pinch hitter here. Uh-oh. All right. On in for KT pinch hitting. The ball is dropped by the catcher. Forgot to change the AirPods at the break. All right. Two and up. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Thank you, Aaron. The 2-1 pitch, swing, and pulls it foul. 2-2. Aaron just in time for a another big comeback or something. The ground ball jumps is the first base coach as it almost takes him out. Go the 2-2 swing and a miss. 2 away now, down to their final outs, and they'll have the top of the lineup to do it. Good frame job by the catcher on the swinging strike. But Chaewon Jun steps in. 0 for 4 on the day. It is difficult to keep him hitless on a day. Never a strike. 1-1.
KT 최원준 안타를 날려라 KT
Popped up to the first baseman in foul territory. A fly out to right, a ground out to. He hit into the 3-2 ground out that got the runner at home, and then struck out in his last at bat. 1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. KT now down to their final strike. Doosan would love to get this first game of the series, as they're desperately trying to get back out of the 5th spot in the standings, anywhere but there. So the 0-2 pitch misses outside, a 1-2. And Doosan, a 7.5 out of first place against KT. Getting to first, pretty much impossible at this point. But they are 1 game behind Kia and 1.5 behind LG. And currently, both of those teams are losing. So the 1-2 into the dirt. Walk Bean and Jamie Sok looking on. Important that they get some space here, because both of these guys are in the middle of September, are going to be gone for 2 weeks, because they've got to go to Japan for the Asia Games. 2-2 pitch into the dirt, runs it full. Just the second full count of the day for KT. Good block there. Junho. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. He's going to throw down to first. And that's the outs. Number 3. Doosan gets the 3-1 victory. 1 for 1 on the week. So started off early. Started off early. In the first inning, a single by Kim Song-soo, an error, let them come on, but he got through it. No problem. Lee Chan. Then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, hit by pitch, he ends up going to second base on a pitch in the dirt. A good jump by An Hyun Min. Then he goes to third on a ground ball to the first baseman, and then the Kim Hyun-soo single allows him to come on in to score. That was the only run KT had. Now, they had plenty of other opportunities for runs, specifically in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, they reach on an error. Then you have Yoo Jun-gyu up to bat, and what do? Runner on first, nobody out. So of course they bunt. Moves the runner over, lowers your chance of scoring a run. Then right after that, you get a hit. You get the hit that you want from your number 9 hitter, but it's not a single clean enough single that's allows the runner from second to score. So now you're asking for 2 hits. 2 hits, yeah, you're back up to the top of the lineup. The Chaewon Jun hits it to the first baseman, but he comes home makes a great play. Hog Young Min, and not a good jump, is gets tagged out at home, easily tagged out at home, and that kept them from scoring a run. And not only that, so now Doosan's got some solid momentum. Uh, Now I can't even. Jung Soo Bin with a solo shot in the fifth inning. That ties the game. And then in the sixth inning, Yang Yi with a solo shot. That gives them the 2-1 lead. And then into the seventh inning, you get a single from Jung Soo Bin, another single directly behind that from Pak Chan Ho, puts runners on the corner. Anjay Succa grounds out to the first baseman and tries to come home, but isn't able to get Jung Soo Bin at home because Jung Soo Bin has a good jump. He's a much faster runner. Uh, Ends up scoring that run that puts them up 3-1, and there was no offense after that except for the single in the ninth inning. That was the only other offense in the game after the Pak Chan Ho single at the top of the seventh. After that, every single batter was retired. In fact, KT, after the single from Jodo Hyun, they had another single from Kim Hyun Soo with 2 outs in the fifth inning, and then they had no base runners until the Hog Young Min a single in the ninth inning. So Doosan gets a much needed victory because again they trail LG by 1.5 games for the third place spot, and they trail Kia by 1 game in for the fourth spot. If you guys are not familiar with the KBO, playoff positioning is crucial. The number 5 team plays the number 4 team at the number 4 team's home. It's a best of 3 series, except the number 4 team starts with a 1-0 lead. So the number 4 team just has to not lose a game. If they tie a game, they advance to the next round where they play the third place team in the best of 5 series. Then they play the winner of that plays the second place, and then the winner plays the Korean series in the best of 7. So playoff position is extremely important in the KBO. So if you can not only get not finish in 5th, but also get yourself a little bit of a break at third and in the third spots, even though only 1 team or 2 teams have ever won from the number 2 spot in the KBO. One of those was 2018, as I actually watched SSG or SK at the time beat the Doosan Bears in the Korean series. So, elsewhere around the league, I'll give you a quick update on the scores. SSG looks like they're going to cruise to an easy win against Hanwha. They're up 7-1, bottom of the 8th inning right now. Lotte and Kia. Lotte's up a 5-4, top of the 4th or top of the 9th with runner on second and 2 outs. Then LG has now taken the lead against NC. LG takes the late lead as they score 3 on that vaunted NC bullpen, ladies and gentlemen. NC and Hanwha pretty much absolutely done as LG ends up they get the win. No, top of the 9th inning, just starting, and Samsung and Kium are tied at 3, bottom of the 9th inning. A runner on first for Kium with 1 out. Pak Chu Hong coming up is 224 on the season. So, with that being said, that's it for me, guys. I will be back not tomorrow. I don't get off until 6:30, and then the game starts at 6:30, so it's just too much of a pain for me to get back and all of that stuff. So I will be back on Thursday for the Lotte and Kia game. So thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, until next time.